Welcome back to Previous Generation Gaming, and today we'll be doing a review on Watch Dogs 2. As you can tell from the stream, this game is lagging like nuts. It's a great open world map, but boy is this game possibly the most buggiest thing that's ever came out of Ubisoft. So let's just jump right into my whole rant of how bad Ubisoft is when it comes to PC performance with this title. First off, the game, it's fun to play when it works. I'm currently in a chase because I want to demonstrate the lag when it has to load a lot of things in. And as you can see, it is not doing that well. I have a gaming computer with an RTX 2060. That is a pretty powerful graphics card with 8 gigs of RAM, and it's telling me that not enough free RAM, stable frame rate. In case of application issues, try to close all the background applications that's process or decrease the graphics quality. I have done that. Okay? It's not that. That's not the problem. It's called you people can't make a thing that does not crack. The game wasn't always this buggy, but they have updated it recently, and it has just made the thing unplayable, like seriously bad, and I don't know why they did it this way. So as you're seeing, it's a beautiful map. I personally got the game originally just for the map because I'm a big open world explorer. I love buying open world titles like this and just exploring. To me, it's just a very fun thing that you can do. Well, the game, it has several different places you can enter in, and what I really like about the WatchDogs series is, to me, what makes it the WatchDogs series. Like areas like this. So I am not a fan at all of, I'm a fan of GTA, a really big fan of Grand Theft Auto. So I love that they did this, but everything you're going to see here is not in Watch Dogs Legion. It has been removed, or it never was in the game, and I feel like it was rushed due to COVID, and they never put it in. But this is what I wish was in Legions. This is a review of how good this game is. I did not mean to do that. How good this game is, and what Legion, the new one, is lacking. What makes Legion better than this game when it comes to the story. So yes, we will be covering a little bit of Watch Dogs Legion and a little bit of Watch Dogs 2 in this video. So here we go. This is the Auto Elite dealership. I love this place because it's an innerable building. And yes, you can buy stuff here, which to me just makes it really good. It's what gives Watch Dogs to me the Watch Dogs feel, these innerable areas to buy cars, to do things. This to me is what sets it sets Watch Dogs away from Grand Theft Auto. As you can see, this is making fun of an Escalade. This is a Toyota truck. You have the off-road here. You have the performance cars here. You have all that stuff. And really, that's just what makes this game incredibly different from the others. It's just a fantastic game when it comes to stuff like that. But it also is lacking a lot in several different areas. For example, it just lacks a lot when it comes to I'll show you. Story. The story for Watch Dogs 2 is better than Watch Dogs 1, which that's an incredibly another video. And to be honest, I hate the art direction that they did with this. It looks like a cartoon. And it actually looks really bad in RTX 2060, which to me just shouldn't make sense. Now, one thing that is nice to see is that everything is hackable, such as cars, just like it would be in any other, Watch Dogs game. You can also do this and other things when you're driving by that, to me, just gives the whole thing a difference. Those money icons on the map is where you can get cash. Unlike GTA, the economy in Watch Dogs is really goodly set up in Watch Dogs 1 and in Watch Dogs 2. And actually, it's probably better in Watch Dogs 2 than Watch Dogs Legion, to be flat out honest. But, I still feel like it's a good thing. They also have their own news agencies, as you can see, signs, different items. But what really makes this game to me shine is those innerable buildings, those places that you can go. And the references. I mean, let's just take a look here. They made a Silicon Valley. Yeah. So I'm just going to give everybody some time real quick to just think of how much time that they put into this game and what they did with it. Because I think it's really worth sitting down and thinking. Think of how much time they put into this and what they had to do. Just give that a quick thought. Don't worry, I'll give you some time. So, hopefully, with that time that I've given you, you figured something out. The game is incredibly, incredibly good when it comes to scenery. I left you there with a long brief of times that you could see the background, the people walking, how the cars move, and how everything looks. It truly gives the game something to look forward to. But the biggest complaint of all is probably the interior. Yes, this is the Watch Dogs interior in Watch Dogs 2. Don't get me wrong, it does not get better in Watch Dogs in any other Watch Dogs game. It just doesn't. In fact, it gets worse. They eliminated it completely in Watch Dogs Legion. But here's another thing that was eliminated in Watch Dogs Legion. The cafe. Look at this. You can go in. You can just take money. You can just use your phone to hack. Do what you want to do in the nice coffee shop. Or drink coffee. This is something that I miss more than anything in Watch Dogs Legion. Which a lot of people probably would not think I'd miss as much as I'd miss. But I feel like a lot of players are missing the integral interactions of the buildings. It's what made Watch Dogs Watch Dogs. You don't play it because it's a good GTA copycat. Because trust me, it is anything but a GTA copycat. Rockstar has that story making down pat. Ubisoft has not got to that point yet. But one thing that is liked by myself and other players and friends of mine who have played the game is we all love this GPS system, which is in every Watch Dogs game. We love it being on the road and seeing it. Though we would like a more normal GPS, maybe like we're moving in and saying turn right in 300 feet. You know, like a Garmin does. That would be cool in my opinion. This is just kind of odd and strange and awkward. So, I'm going to be playing with the keyboard and mouse because I'm not really that big of a fan of not doing it that way. And yes, you can hack the train cars. The thing. You can also do the stoplights, which really this is all added to help you when you're in a chase in the game. It doesn't help at all. Just drive. I've learned that from playing it. It just not help. It's just random junk that causes cars to run into each other. So unless you do it like at the exact right time, it's just not going to work. But like as I said, the game is incredibly buggy. It is like one of the most buggiest games ever released. You may notice a little bit of lag. Again, it's on an RTX. This computer has 2 terabytes of storage. So it is not at all being bottom-necked or anything. It has a lot of power that I'm trying to get used for this game. That is the Noodle Bus. That's making fun of Google. Noodle is the game's Google equivalent, which does span across of every game. You will hear Noodle references. So we're on our way to Silicon Valley, and the reason I'm taking you here is to show you how many more open world aspects this gives you than Grand Theft Auto. So, we're going to stop at a couple places on our trip. First off, where GTA beats the game is at the gas stations. This is an awful gas station texture, to be honest. I have not went to a gas station in Legion. I don't even think I've seen one in Legion, but I've been too busy playing Legion to actually look at the scenery. But the actual gas textures are very, very bad. I think I just gave you a small little look. Not incredibly detailed at all. You know, here, I'll get over this one so you guys can see it. It's awful. It's like the half butt did the entire texture, because they did half, do the texture. But like, it's just the whole game seems like, it was rushed. Like there's a police car. I mean, the cars look so fake. And this is something I will say for every game that's came out for this thing except Legion. The cars look incredibly awful. They just look like a 2-year-old did them. The building over there that's blue, that is the Titus headquarters. Yes, Titus. I'm going over there first, actually. So this inorbable area. Because a lot of this stuff is actually, you don't notice is inorbable. So my friend and I were actually exploring, and I forgot it's actually used, I believe, in a mission. And we found this building, and I was shocked that it was inorbable. Because this game does have multiplayer. It's a very bad multiplayer, unless you're like me and you have friends like, hey, let's just go full amount on the map. Which I doubt all of you do. Like, this is the Titus headquarters. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which, again, you will see this come up again in WatchDogs Legion. You can also listen to people's conversations, which I'm not going to do because I do not want to, we record these things using Twitch. So, it's all live, so we really can't risk playing any audio. So this right here is what I would say is the, nice looking interior. You can tell from my screen that the graphics here are quite strange. Quite strange, maybe a little bit of an understatement here. It just might be. Because it is, how do I put this? It's very airportish, in my opinion. It's like incredibly airportish. Airportish? No, airport-ish. So, I'll let you guys be the judge of if it looks like that. But that's just how I feel like it looks. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I think it just looks pathetically bad. So, anyway, let's just head up here. I just did a test just to make sure that the stream's working fine, which it is. Love recording using Twitch. They're a great partner. They help us do this a lot with their beta version of the application. So here, this is actually a hack, which I hate these puzzles, but I also feel like they were done very well. So you have to come down here, walk over here to hack in. Same system, same box, same textures used in WatchDogs. What's it called? In WatchDogs Legion, and I believe WatchDogs 1. So as you can now see, since I did that, I'm now able to enter these rooms. See? We now just got access by hacking that box. That's how that main hacking aspect works. And that's the reason I want to show this fantastic looking building. Yeah, but the lag is really bad. You can also hack into the security cameras. This is kind of odd. It tells you what people do, who they are, all of that stuff. Very, 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 very interesting. Again, lots of lag occurring. Very nice building. The rest is not inorbable, so we're not going to be exploring that. But I just want to point out, a lot of this map, you can find buildings in the inorbable. I could not make a full video that's less than 20 minutes long that goes over every single thing that's here. There is so much to discuss, so much to talk about. So that's basically the basic hacking. You have to get up these little electric things to do things. That is not in WatchDogs Legion, which I feel like was a great decision by the developers. But now, on our way to Google, I mean, Udall, not Udall, what is it called? Noodle. I will be showing you guys some more things that I think you'll find very, very exciting. So pretty much, this game to me is not as good because of its story. Its story is very bland, very bad. Um, Marcus is not the most, my favorite character. Now with Legion, they're upset because it doesn't have a main character, but this is my thought process on that one. You can then pick your character. You find someone on the road that you want to use. You end up using, not on the road, but you know what I mean. You recruit someone in that game. Voila, they're now your character. And the game doesn't force you to change really that much. So you have to change sometimes. Picture those people as like ordinary characters, and the game is like a whole better, game if you think about it that way. Sure, they all say the same voice, but it gives you more control, and I just feel like it's a very good thing. I believe this is making a joke to Stanford College. I'm not 100% sure. I've actually never noticed that, and I played this game a lot. So, yeah, there you go. Still finding new things all the time in the game, which is always a lot of fun to me. So again, there's a lot of places you can visit. There's pawn shops, there's clothing stores. In fact, we're probably actually going to stop at a clothing store in a second just to show you guys what a clothing store looks like. So I like this place. There's a biker one, a regular one, a skateboarder one, a bunch of random ones. I call this like the Old Navy. Pretty much is the game version of Old Navy. Now there is a suit one that's my favorite, but that's on the other side of the map, so no, I cannot show you that. There's also a quickies in this game, which is not in Watch Dogs Legion, but did still make into this one from Watch Dogs 1. Pretty much, this is an Old Navy. As you can see with the clothes and everything, that's what it is trying to be. Go to this guy, you can chat with them if you want to. No one really cares to chat with people, but you can also go over here and get outfits and change them. And that is when the cool part comes in. Now, another thing that's also very cool is if you have, I don't remember how to do it, but one time I did have something unlocked, and it would let me, okay, I can't show that today apparently, but there is this thing that I did have at one point. Okay, never mind. Well, this is the drone, which to me is possibly the worst thing in the game. Not that good. Way better than Grand Theft Auto's drones again, but lets you go over, you get the points of drone. This thing is a little, oh boy. No, not the menus. Not the menus. No, not now. I want to do it in. I hate this. You know what? Just park this person's car over here. Sorry, ma'am. I'll take my truck now. If you have a person who has seen you do something, they have like the witness system with that little Wi-Fi triangle. That is no longer in the game. Again, good reasons. They removed that, like a lot of the stuff. The escaping thing is pretty similar to Grand Theft Auto's, except it's a lot stupider in my opinion. That a little icon that looks like a fish, that is the police icon in this game. Again, looks really looks very random. He also lets you vanish, but pretty much what we're now going to do is we're actually going to open up our phone, which is tab, and there's a lot of stuff here that lets you do a lot of different things, that are really cool. So let me just take a look at the phone, and get a little bit of an idea of what in the world you can do, because it's actually a very cool thing. I'll let you guys do that. as you can see, there's a lot of apps in this thing. There was a ton of them. There was a lot. And it is a fantastic thing. It really, really is. It's a fantastic application, fantastic thing that has been done. It's a great app. I feel like they did a really good job with that. But now I'm just going to show you the lovely Google that the game has that I think is the most coolest thing to visit. So, we'll open up our phone. We're in Silicon. We're going to find the Google headquarters, which I believe is right there on Noodle. Just going to drive straight. So I'm just giving you guys a lot of time just to look at the UIs, because they put a lot of time in those UIs, that, you know, a nice environment. Again, when I stopped, you got to see the cars in the way that everything walked in the background, a nice little design there, which to me just gave you a very good idea. So this is the Noodle facility. Very nice building indeed. Another thing that the game is bad is this car damage physics. Like, I'm just going to do this again a bit so it zooms in, but this is like the worst looking car damage physics. It's like something that came out of Unity. I don't know how they managed to make it that bad, but trust me, they did. It's just not that good. So this is the Noodle HQ. As you can see, it says not only Noodle, and it is home to the Noodle car. Yes, the Noodle car, similar to the, you know, actual Google car. It is here. You may just know this guy's wearing a Google headset. You can see here some research on something. What you can also see is he's an application developer with his Noodle bag and his hat. That's actually a cool little thing. I really find that, you know, cool. But again, Noodle car right over there. Let's get it to go off the track. You can see there goes the Noodle car. We'll go over and take a look at it. So a lot of different, you know, people in this game. Researching family history, classified. And this is the Noodle car. As you can see, I did damage it a little. It is smoking. So let's just get into the Noodle car so I can give you guys a little bit of an idea on how this thing, you know, looks with the hubs doing interior. So, interior, again, really bad. Flat out honest when it comes to interiors. These are automatic doors. So yes, you can drive the car into the Noodle building. Which is, in my opinion, one of the best textured areas in the entire game. I mean, it just looks great. So, yeah, there's also one that I don't understand that lets them do this, and the phone just shocks them, and this happens. That is like the dumbest aspect you could ever shove in a game. It doesn't at all. It's not even realistic. And this person will call an ambulance, and then the ambulance arrives. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it. That guy's a security guard. Like over here, again, other stuff, explodable, you know, in the game. Short for more useless items. Go over here, since in Noodle offices. I do not believe this is enterable. It is not enterable. You can also go behind the desks, which I think is cool. Very cool. Over here, you can buy your shirt, which again, very cool. You can get your Noodle merch. Noodle merch. Because everybody loves working for Noodle. They love the Noodle maps. They love all the Noodle products. So they just want to get all the Noodle merch they can possibly get. I hate these robots, but they love me. You can hack them and do certain things like that. Or like this. Or if you just want to test out one of your weapons because you hate the thing, you can do this. This is my personal favorite. The thing I'm going to show you is my honestly personal favorite. When you die in this game, it's not like Grand Theft Auto. You respawn at the location near you where you died. And you can also pet the dogs, do all that. Really good game. And glitchy, as you just saw. So, Here's another area of the Noodle HQ. Very nice building. Nice sign. Has a stuff that says welcome. You get the point. So I feel like I just want to leave, and you can see the Noodle vans also drive up there and park and move. As you can see, they put a lot of effort into it. And this is supposed to mimic the actual Google headquarters in real life. And to be honest, I think that this is a fantastic game. Now, when it comes to the story, it sucks. Marcus is not good. The other character is not that good. It's just a really bad character. The only good character is Winch. To be flat out honest, he's the only one that I would say is really good. I give the story of this game... Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know if you heard that. I asked to hit something. But I give the story of this game from a gaming standpoint it's not as good as The Last of Us. It's not as good as any PlayStation exclusive. So I'm going to give this game a 6. I think it deserves a 6. For its open worldness, its fantastic design. As you can tell, there's some areas that look really good, like this floor in the game, really good reflection. And there's also other areas that just look plain bad. Like those lights down there that are half blurry, but the ones over here are completely fine, but they're also blurry. Yeah, the game needs work and needs patches, similar to how WatchDogs Legion, came out and it absolutely sucked. As you can see, that's the new map sign. But the game still has work, as does most titles. A lot of titles need work. This one does as well. We also need vending machines to be usable. That'd be a great thing to add. Hint, hint. But the game itself really is something that I feel could get better and will eventually get better. It is a fantastic game when it works. It has a 6 out of 6 with the story. It has no soundtrack, so we're not even going to think about that. But the in-car radio absolutely sucks. It also is not good in Legion, but you'll hear my rant of how that is actually good in Legion, even though it sucks. So, what should you pick up today? This or Legion? Well, as a person who has over, 20 hours done in WatchDogs Legion, and has, played this game, I'm the first person to tell you, get Legion. It's way better. It has better story, but it doesn't have innerable areas. So I'd pick up this game if you want a lot of buildings to hide in when you're playing. Honestly, I get both. They both have things that are good to offer. But don't get Watch Dogs 1. That thing is an utter piece of no one wants it. Unless you can get it super, super cheap. So, that is my review of Watch Dogs. I hope you enjoy. I hope you find it a fantastic, fantastic game. Hope you like it. Hope you, love it. What is this robot doing? You know what? I hope you guys enjoyed my lovely game. Really do hope you do. I'm going to shut that robot down. But yeah, Legion's fantastic. I hope you guys all enjoy. It is a fantastic game. It has a lot of good things to do. And honestly, Watch Dogs 2 is the same way. It's really good. Lots of things, like I said, you can just explode, fool around with, explore, like visit the Golden Gate Bridge, which they did not show you because they don't want to spoil every single area. But the game is honestly one of the best. I'd recommend it. And remember, shooting is actually pretty easy on console. I have played this game on PC with an Xbox controller, so that's not going to be a problem for any of you. Now, would I say that it's better than Grand Theft Auto? Well, that's an easy no. It's not better than Grand Theft Auto. Now, Grand Theft Auto has a lot to learn. I don't know why I keep putting that. But there is a lot that it has to learn. Like, for example, controllable cars, they're just great. They really are. Because the NPCs are just always stupid and can never figure that out. There's also stuff that lets you get on buildings and move. A lot more stuff to explore the map. So I'd give it a very, 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 very easy. Definitely, I'd give this game what I'd like to say 6 out of 6. I'd give story 6 out of 6. Character design, we're going to give it a 2. And for overall graphics, I'm giving it a 2. Some parts look great, other parts look flat out bad. I do have my NVIDIA drivers updated. I do have all the updates. I have done everything. The game is just not good when it comes to stuff like this. So thank you guys for watching previous generation gaming. We will try to get that Gran Turismo video up very soon. and we will start doing a every 2 weeks upload schedule within the next couple of weeks as we prepare to announce some big news over at Tranquility Media. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Remember to never noodle anything weird on the internet. Get it? Google. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. This is our longest video. It's about 30 minutes long. Anyway, thank you for watching New Generation Gaming. We'll see you guys next week.